Well, we are 9 games in with Taunton Town. We've gone through 3 different formations, trying to find which one fits. We've won more games than we've lost, but we've drawn more games than we've won or lost, and it's just a bit of a bizarre season, really. Welcome back to part 20 of our Zero to Hero series, where we are playing with Taunton Town in the National League. And as you can see, at the moment, we are 10th in the league on 13 points with 3 wins, 4 draws and 2 losses. We're kind of going through a little bit of what's been happening since the last episode. There's been a lot going on. We saw the matches against Flight and Dagenham and Redbridge at the start of the season. We then went on to draw and lose our next 2 games before losing our first game against Harsport at the start of September. We then had a couple more draws. We've had a couple of wins. And as you can see here with the formation, we have flitted around a bit. It doesn't actually tell the full story because it's putting down 4-4-2 diamond narrow. But in a lot of those games, we were playing the second half with a 4-3-3 with defensive midfielder and wide players. And in the last 4 matches, we switched over to a 4-2-3-1 wide. It's a gegenpress. We're playing a gegenpress. In terms of transfers that are going on, Rosari Williams has actually left the club. He's gone over to Bournemouth. We received a £12,000 fee for him, which I think's a nice little bit of business for someone who probably wasn't going to play that much this season. The other one that's gone is Zico Asare. We weren't sure if we were going to use him. He does say he's at the club at the moment. But he isn't. He's on loan at St Albans. I'm not sure why it's saying he's here. But either way, he's out on loan for the rest of the season. St Albans are playing the majority of his wages, which are quite nice. We've also made quite a few more signings. Our first proper signing that's still here, though, is Jazz Wallace, a 24-year-old English midfielder. We've put him into play as a central attacking midfielder. He can play over on the left or in the centre of the park as well. Formerly of Reading, never played a game for them. So far, he's played 4 for us, grabbed himself a goal, grabbed himself an assist, and a 7.1 rating, which is a nice little start to the club. We've also brought in Josh Coley to the club. He's a 25-year-old English player. We can see current ability of 3 stars. He could improve up to 4 stars of potential ability. He's played through a bunch of clubs. Norwich in his time, Maidenhead, Exeter for a season in League 2, Harrogate on loan, back to Exeter. He was then at Aldershot on loan last season and then was released by Exeter this season. He's come over as well on a free. 4 appearances. You can see these all kind of came in at the same time as we changed our formation. 4 appearances, a goal and assist for him as well, and a 7.07 rating. Our third signing in is Timar Fleary. I assume you call him Fleary? It says Flea. Either way, 23-year-old English player, current ability of 4.5 stars, could go up to 4 stars of potential ability. He can only play as the central attacking midfielder, but he can play a variety of roles there again. He's had quite a good start, only 2 appearances, but grabbed himself an assist and a 7.3 rating. So far, these signings are doing really, really well. And with Zico Asare leaving the club as well, we needed a little bit more cover at right back. We've brought in Will Greenidge. He hasn't actually played any games yet, formerly of West Ham, available on a free. Again, a nice bit of potential for the future. I think we have actually got him on a proper contract as well. The other couple of bits we have done, if I just have a look a second and I find the appropriate players, is we've signed a couple of players permanently that were on non-contract. So Leon Chiwome, who was on a non-contract, is now on a permanent contract with us. And the other one that I can't see is Tommy Fogarty, who's been playing a lot more games recently as well. He's only played 3. But he's pretty much made himself a nailed-on starter in those 3 matches, so he's earned himself a permanent contract as well. And the last final thing that's happened, he hasn't left the club yet, but Miles Sona wanted a bit more game time. We couldn't really give it to him, so he's got a transfer where he's joining Yeovil. They're paying us £10,000 for him. Again, we got him on a free, so that works very, very nicely for us. We have been in some decent form, as we can say here. Today, we've got Harrogate, who are 3rd in the league and newly relegated, and then Eastleigh, who are 18th as things stand. So could be a couple of very, very interesting matches today. And a chance for you guys to see the new team. The team as it stands at the moment is Horlick in goal. He's returned. I'm not a massive fan, if I'm honest, of Jaden Bevan. I don't think he's done very well. So Horlick's come back in. He's been doing a little bit better. Our back four consists of Sweeney, Anderson, Fogarty and Prescott. In midfield, it's Turner and Gaspar. Wallace is starting over on the left. That's purely because Josh Coley is injured. So he's starting there. Fleary in the central attacking midfielder position. Martel Taylor Crossdale, our club captain, starting in right midfield. I know that looks a little bit bizarre, but actually he's doing pretty well there. He's grabbed himself a goal and a couple of assists. He's still making a nice amount of goal contributions. And then Chiwomi up front. Our substitutes, we've got Wakely, Holgate, Whiting, Akahamrich and Charlie Brown on the bench. And as you can see now, we've got a nice amount of depth outside of the actual starting, 16 with the substitutes. Which is nice because it's not very often we've had that in this series so far. Actual players outside of the ones that are playing. It's a little bit of a novelty at the moment. Of course, if you do enjoy today's episode and you want to support the channel, please do drop a like down below on the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should probably do that as well. We're having a lot of fun over here with Taunton. I'm sure at some point we will move club. I'm genuinely thinking as well, and let me know if you're a regular viewer of this bit of the Taunton save, if it'd be something you'd be interested in. I'm genuinely enjoying the Taunton save so much that at some point, for realism, we are going to have to move clubs. We're going to get an offer from a bigger club. We're going to have to make that move. But I'm really enjoying the Taunton save, so I'm kind of thinking maybe this is a save that I would branch out into Twitch and maybe continue the Taunton save over there, and that would be kind of a one club journeyman. Can we get them to the Champions League sort of thing? But let me know if that'd be something you guys would be interested in seeing. Prescott has brought someone down there and got himself a yellow card in the first highlight of the game, which is lovely stuff. We'll tell him to ease off the tackles. Free kick there into Harrogate. It has managed to get on the end of somebody's noggin, but not in the back of the net, which works for us. The referee seems very card happy today. Sweeney's now got a yellow card. Someone's got a yellow card for Harrogate. We've just got a corner that's been swung in, but it has been pushed away. And now Harrogate going on the counter-attack, but Wallace there just sweeping that one up really nicely. And now Prescott over to Wallace. Wallace is tackled here. Not showing you quite yet what he is capable of, though. He is a very good player. At least early signs would indicate he's going to be a very good player for us this season. I mean, we're also playing Harrogate, who are third today, and as I mentioned, newly relegated. So maybe today will be a bit of a better indication of whether or not this tactic really works. Taylor Crossdale there getting on the end of that tackle pass. What do we want to call that? Gaspar now passing this one out wide to Wallace, playing as the left attacking winger today. Dribbles past his man, brings it forward. Can he get across into the box? He can, into Chiwomi, and Chiwomi for his 8th goal of the season. This man playing as a lone striker has been fantastic. It's almost making me forget about the pain of losing Jaden Smith and Enoch Asante this summer. Not quite, because I'm going to keep bringing them up because they were two fantastic players. But Chiwomi, I think, is so good because he has a really good pace, which kind of makes him more of an advanced forward sort of striker that he can run onto those deep, low crosses being drilled in. But equally, he's got good enough head in it. If you do cross one and float it in, he can get on the end of that as well. And he can do stuff like that. He's tackled a man. That's a bit mad. He is playing as a pressing forward, so we do kind of want him to be doing that. He has done his job there really well, and now got it far enough up the field that he can hold it up and pass it back to Turner. It's come off of Fleary into Chiwomi. Somehow the assist has gone down as Jack Turner's, but Chiwomi there getting his second of the game, and you can see why we have changed over to this 4-2-3-1. It is a very basic gegenpress with a few tweaks. Jack Turner there got the ball, kind of had a shot. It's hit Fleary. Chiwomi's got the rebound to put it in the back of the net, and somehow it's gone down as an assist for Jack Turner. I don't completely understand how. I don't think he was intending for that to be an assist, and I think Fleary, if anyone, was the man that gave the assist with his rear end. But look, if it's gonna pad Jack Turner's stats slightly, then fair enough. There was a match with Jack Turner as well, which I didn't really highlight in the build up to this, and I probably should have done, where I think we beat Aldershot 4-1, but Jack Turner could have made it 6-1 because he missed 2 penalties. I did mention a couple of matches ago, we don't really have anyone that's very good at set pieces, but we do have a man that apparently is very, very good at scoring goals, and this is why we've instantly nailed him down with a new 2-year contract, and a proper contract, not a non-contract, because Chiwome is in really good form. 25 minutes in against Harrogate, and look at this man go. It's another cross into the box. He gets his head to it, and those crosses into the box from those wingers, if he does manage to connect to them, he does seem to be scoring them. 25 minutes in for a hat-trick. The man is basically Ramos for Portugal. Kind of. Maybe. He's a non-league wonder kid, in terms of he'll never play in the Premier League, but at this level, he is absolutely amazing. Fogarty has got skin there, and Rohan Vaughan has put one in the back of the net for Harrogate to at least start to peg us back. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. It is a very, very high score in this match as well. If you're here as a neutral fan today in Harrogate, you're in for a good game. 4 goals, and there's not even 30 minutes gone on yet in this half. Absolutely amazing. I still think we're doing really, really well. We just kind of need to focus a little bit, not let Harrogate back into the match. Basically, the plan is simple. Don't concede. Get the ball to Chiwome. That is our plan for this season. If that doesn't work, realistically, we ran out of ideas. Horlick coming here to claim that ball as it ran in front of, I assume that was Vaughan again. That big ball there forward to Chiwome. Horlick has read the script for this one when I said, literally, don't concede, get it up to Chiwome. Horlick took that to heart, didn't he? Just pumping that up to our striker, hoping to get in the end of that one and put our 4th in the back of the net, which would be lovely for Chiwome. Not so nice for Harrogate, but absolutely fantastic for Chiwome. I think we can go in very, very happy with that first half. It does put us 7th in the league as it stands. We've just jumped over the top of Exeter. That's really nice for us. Again, I'm an Exeter fan, but I am putting that down surely as about as local a derby as you're going to get in this league. I don't know, there might be teams that are closer together, but for us, definitely it's the most local team. Somerset and Devon, you'd kind of think there's going to be a little bit of rivalry there, maybe. We're also catching up with Harrogate here as well. We're not considering we've had a pretty poor start, in my opinion, we're not doing too badly here. This change to 4-2-3-1 could absolutely change our season. Fleary not really doing enough there to press that player and get on the end of that cleared corner for my liking, but never mind. Armstrong, that was a little. Armstrong almost putting one in the back of the net for Harrogate. We are on the 68th minute, I've just realised as well, while I'm here just nattering away. So we'll probably need to make some substitutions, I think. Why are you guys all overwhelmed by the feedback? I don't even remember giving any feedback. But okay. Marto Taylor-Crosdale, he can come off. Aka Hammerich can come on that side. Chiwome can come off, and Charlie Brown can go up front. We'll make those 2 substitutions. Charlie Brown, by the way, been pretty poor so far. I think he has scored an goal for the club, but it is literally one singular goal. Look at all the cards we're getting. This referee is a little bit psychotic, I think, because I'm not here. Oh, no. I'm not willing to believe that we've been that vicious and aggressive all match. Harrogate have just scored a second. I don't like this. Off a free kick, nodded back across the goal, and Wolf there, I assume, not Alexander, has managed to put that in the back of the net with about 10 minutes to go, and it makes me very, very unhappy. Prescott is looking tired. We're going to bring Holgate over on that side. Holgate, depends what mood I'm in. We're still winning at the moment. Harrogate, if you could stop, because I don't like this. We have only had 35% possession. I just wanted to have a quick look at the match stats. That possession stat, little bit concerning. If we go on to lose this match as well, I'd also say it's a little bit concerning considering we were 3-0 up within 26 minutes. If you then go on to lose this game, realistically, you're a bottle job like Spurs have never seen. Fleary has been brought down there. Wolf is already on a yellow card. That's got to be his second. It is his second. That means Harrogate down to 10 men. We've got 3 minutes left to play. 5 minutes left to play, apparently. That should be job done, surely. We can see this one out now, lads. Absolutely, we can see this one out. It has 100% been the Leon Chiwome show. But we take these wins. We take these wins all day long, especially against teams that are above us in the league. If we can beat those teams, we're in for a really good season. Taunton's scrape win. I mean, it's probably not a lie, is it? But Chiwome, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant game from him. We have now got to go and play that next game against Eastleigh, which is in 3 days. So realistically, it's probably quite lucky we've got a bit of squad depth, isn't it? Just before we play that match against Eastleigh, for those of you who don't remember this last season, we played Margate in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, and this season we've drawn Margate in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. We lost last time. That's a grudge match. It shouldn't be, because Margate are really low down the leagues. But it's a grudge match. That aside, anyway, this is going to be the lineup for that match against Eastleigh. We've made quite a lot of rotation. Horlick in goal, Harfield, Holgate, Fogarty and Greenidge making his debut over on the right-hand side of the defence. Spar and Dudsiuk starting in midfield. Akahamarich, Wallace, Taylor Crosdell and Chiwome are our front four today. There's a lot of unfit players. This is the joys of being a semi-professional club in a league where everyone else is full-time. I think everyone else is full-time anyway. I don't think there's a lot of semi-professional part-time clubs in the league. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm missing some of them, but it definitely does not help out with fitness. It doesn't help out as well that it takes an absolute age for us to get any sort of tactical familiarity, because we just don't have the time to train it. Literally, our tactical familiarity comes from playing matches. Akahamarich has got a yellow card within seconds in this game. We are in the middle of a highlight though. We're just going to leave that. Abraham's there trying to make a tackle on our right back. Doesn't manage it, but we do give away possession pretty sloppily early on there. And this is just a little bit all over the place. Horlick makes an absolute blinding save there. And then I believe that was Harfield just came back to boot that into the stands before any more damage was caused, because we looked a lot like conceding there. I don't particularly like it. Taylor Crosdell with a free kick from range. It was actually close as well. I was going to say there's no way he's scoring from there, and he didn't score from there, but he came a lot closer than I thought he would have done. Just encouraging the team here. Taylor Crosdell with another free kick, this time floating it in. Somebody got their head to it. I didn't see who it was. It wasn't on target. We kind of would like here a goal, please, boys. 6 shots, 2 on target. We're dominating the match. We're getting yellow cards all over the place. Have I missed something about our tactic? Does our tactic say get stuck in? It doesn't. I mean, it does say trigger press a lot more, so I guess that is maybe part of the problem. We've got 3 yellow cards in that half. Prescott, who normally plays at right back, is out in this match because he's been suspended after getting too many yellow cards. Remembering, this is only our 11th match of the season, and he's already accumulated the 5 yellow cards that he needed in order to get suspended. And now we've just got another one. Guys, stop trying to break people's legs. It's not worth it. I think we're going to have to change that and just tell the team to stay on their feet, because what I don't want to do is get a red card in this match. We're not really getting a lot of highlights, considering when you look at this, we have had a lot of shots, and I think we probably need to make a change here. Right, who isn't playing very well? The entire team. Ollie Harfield isn't playing very well. Joe Anderson can come on for him. He didn't start today because he wasn't quite fit enough. Luigi Gaspar, much the same thing. I think we change these guys around. So Whiting can come on. Dudsiuk can go over to play as the ball-winning midfielder. Whiting, we know, is a little bit better as a deep line playmaker. He's got some good technical ability on the lad. Just doesn't display it often enough. Look at this. What is going on? Fogarty apparently is tired now as well, so Jack Wakely can come on. We have not had a highlight in this second half. Thank you. There's a highlight. Anderson starting us off again with a throw in. Chiwome gets his head to it, but it's a header from far, far away. It kind of just loops its way to the goalkeeper, who easily claims that one and now pumps it forward, trying to get Eastleigh on the counter-attack, or at least on an attack. But Dudziuk has managed to play as that ball-winning midfielder and win the ball back, which is kind of what you want from somebody playing in that role. His shooting, however, leaving a little bit to be desired there, I have to admit. We are going to get to the end of this match and we're not going to score a goal. I feel like we've been slightly FM there. I mean, I say that. Our XG, we had chances. We just didn't actually score any of them. We also committed 24 fouls in that one and got 5 yellow cards. It's a bit concerning. We're a little bit aggressive. That could cost us at some point this season. I'm not inclined to change it yet because it hasn't cost us yet. But if we start getting red cards all over the place, then possibly, maybe, we might need to think about it. Why do I care about Dylan Hill? Am I scouting him? I must have scouted him. No, I haven't scouted it, but I don't know why we care about Dylan Hill. 6 unbeaten for us following that draw, though, which is a vast improvement from, I think we must have had about roughly the same without a win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches without a win, and now 6 matches without a loss. We are still drawing a little bit too much for my liking. I guess it is better than losing because at least we are adding points to the board. Looking ahead then, we are going to play through some more matches. I am absolutely determined I want to come back for that match against Exeter. And realistically, we've got Wealdstone who are 23rd and Notts County who are 4th either side of that. So we probably just play through 5 or 6 matches here and come back for the Notts County and the Exeter match. I think that could be very, very exciting. If you did enjoy today's episode, please do drop a like down below. And thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.